That's what makes this show so valuable.
Yeah, we're not just spewing stuff that we off the top of our head. We're bringing guys in that are smarter than us.
Consider us as your real estate concierge.
Call me all things real estate, credit, refinancing, buying a house.
And now, the show that gives you the latest and most relevant housing market news. Real Estate Radio Boston with financial expert Rick Scherer and legal professional Ali Alavi.
Tell us the benefits of owning versus renting.
There's a ton of them, obviously.
Good.
You've got, let's start with the tax benefits of owning versus renting. So, depending on your tax bracket, you get a certain percentage of the interest which you pay mortgage companies back from the government as a benefit. And it also goes to pay down your mortgage to creating more equity in your property. You also have equity. So as, obviously we saw a downturn. I think we're coming out of that downturn and appreciating.
Sure.
So you're going to realize that appreciation. Mm-hmm. So if you're living in that property, right now if you're paying $1,500, you're paying down the landlord's mortgage. I want to actually just kind of transition real quick over to Tech Talk with Erica Wallace. Erica, you there?
I'm here. Hey, guys.
What's happening?
This week we are looking at color capture. It's an app from Benjamin Moore. It allows you to take a color of anything. If you have a piece of artwork, a pillow, another person's wall color, and it'll actually use the app to match up the color that would be the corresponding paint from Benjamin Moore. And it also has an online site that you can then upload the picture of your room and test out that color so that you can see what it looks like in the room before you actually do the paint. If you're thinking about buying a home, that's usually one of the first things once you move in that you want to do. And we're coming up, into the colder weather, so even if you're not buying or selling, it's usually the time that if you want to do something to make a huge impact for the least amount of money, it's usually paint color. The app is actually free, which I know you guys really like and appreciate. Either benjaminmoore.com or just search the words color capture in the App Store.
Excellent. Thanks, Erica.
Erica, thanks so much.
Having a sort of a psychology background comes in handy. I sometimes find myself being a therapist to a lot of my clients.
Well, think about how emotional, you're dealing with the excitement of a first home or the sadness of selling the family home, death, divorce. I mean, this is an emotional business. Absolutely.
Now, how did the idea of the book come about?
I was working with a family that was making a very positive move for their family. They had a very well-adjusted 4-year-old little girl. About a week before the closing, every day, it was actually this time of year, every day the mom would drive through the neighborhood after school. This is going to be your new house. Isn't it so exciting? Here it is. Here's your neighbors. She had a meltdown. I don't want to move there. I don't want to move there. There's monsters in the neighborhood. But come to find out, the reason why she thought this is it was, again, October. Drove through the neighborhood. There were literally monsters in the neighborhood, all the decorations. I've wanted to write a children's book for a while, and this was just such a light bulb. So they're conceptualizing a totally different experience. What the book helps to do is facilitate the conversation to make sure the parents and the kids are on the same page. If there are anxieties or even excitements that the child's going through, it's meant to bring that to the forefront of conversation so the family can experience it together.
There's a lot of emotions going on, and sometimes parents get so, just tunnel vision about, hey, I got to get the mortgage stuff together, I got to, here are these dates, and they kind of forget about the kids or just say, oh, they'll be fine.
If you listen to the children as they're walking into these houses, parents can do wonders by just changing a room color. They're going from one house where they loved their blue room, that's a can of paint. Or, they love the swing set in the backyard. We can write that into the offer. So simple things, because you know what, down the line, as stressful as it is for the parents, if the kids are freaking out, they're going to be acting up, and it's another stressor for the parents.
Absolutely.
This can help truly make them comfortable.
Listen to your kids and incorporate what they're telling you in how to negotiate an offer. They want to have that swing set.
Real quick, where can people get the book?
They can go to the website, www.treehousebuddies.com, where they can read all about it, get to know how to use it, even more so with stickers.
So, Mike, let's talk a little bit about what does a home inspection entail?
We consider ourselves educational inspectors. We're not there to tear a house apart and to scare people out of things. We want them to know what the house is on the condition of that day that we're there. So if there's rotted wood, we can explain to them why there's rotted wood, what you need to do to fix it. You've got to bring a contractor in. We recommend that. But we explain what the issues are and then go forward. We're an unbiased third party, so I really have no stake whether they buy the house, they don't buy the house. I just want them to make an educated decision, and that's the kind of the goal that we go
And
at.
how long does it usually take, these home inspections?
It depends, one, on the inspector, and two, on the size and style of the house. So a single family, a standard house that ranges from 2,000 to 3,000 square feet, you can figure probably somewhere around 2 to 2.5 hours.
But a lot of it maybe sound worse than it maybe actually is.
Absolutely.
And by being there allows you to kind of walk them through that this isn't the end of the world, guys.
When I have in my report written in red with a picture and some rotted wood, people can freak out, especially if they're not there and they don't see that the extent of it or what caused it or the minor amount that it is. Being there is definitely a very important thing. We try to handhold things to get people to explain it, especially first-time home buyers.
What are some of the tests, besides the home inspection, you offer certain tests? I know one for my wife was radon.
We do well quality testing, so we can test you and tell you what's going on in the water, any type of from bacteria to chloroform to radon in the water.
Great.
What is radon? We talk about it.
Well, radon is a gas that comes from the breakdown of uranium.
Okay.
According to the EPA, it's the second leading cause of lung cancer. So they recommend that every house be tested. Even if there's a mitigation system in place, they recommend you test it probably every 3 to 5 years to make sure that it's functioning properly.
What are some of the things that you can't do during a home inspection?
Good question. I'm not, I can't use the guy's name, not from Canada, and I don't wear overalls. So I can't rip open walls. I can't go in there with a sledgehammer as much as I would love to. It's a visual, non-invasive inspection by definition. So it's what we can see and what we can get at. So if the person is a hoarder selling the house and everything is absolutely covered,
It's a quick inspection.
it can be.